DangerMan here, jumping into battle with the blue team. Actually, on the white team, representing the blue team, assisting them against the red team at Supergame. Off to the left there, you can see that is the Legoland. And we're attempting to push out for the first time on Saturday.
I was going to say, guns. I said guns are up. There's some there. Watch your left hip, boys. Watch your left hip. Don't forget, if they own Legoland, they can spawn there.
So you can hear Gizmo helping everybody out, letting them know that if we could take some red players out of Legoland, then they can't spawn there. But you know, we split our forces. It was one of those things where it was early on.
We have people on our back left hip. Remember that.
And I'm a field commander. The chain of command goes the general, who was Callista, with XOs, then field commanders. I was a field commander. Now you can see here, I'm going to take a run here. This Chinook, the one at the farthest side, that other Chinook, that one's occupied by opponents, so I made it to the friendly Chinook. And man, I hate the way the glare here makes it impossible for me to get any good shots outside. But at least you can see what it looks like from the inside of this actual, authentic Chinook.
Hey, anybody got first strike? Anybody got first strike?
And I'm calling out for somebody to bring in some first strikes because I'm facing from this side the two-story building, which is an objective at this point in the day, and that is why red is here. They want to hold that objective.
Hey, right up in the window. Right up in the window.
With overwhelming numbers to our left and our right, and I guess at our 12, we had our hands full. And my goal as a
hey, who's that moving to the front left?
As a team member here with white, it was simply to give people good recon about the field if they weren't familiar with the area. As to, you know, what bunkers worked in terms of pushing out and allowing us to take more territory.
Let him out! Let him out!
So over through this doorway to the right is the other Chinook looking at that back window.
Okay. Sorry.
So I make a deal here with this guy. You know, you take the front window, I'll take the back window, and then he gets shot out.
I'll play the window. You want to play or me?
All right, so we're kind of covering each other here. I'm keeping an eye on the back side because that's the direction where Legoland is, and I expected more red players to just keep streaming in after they spawn. And that's how I kind of play. I kind of try to think in terms of the big picture. Field awareness to me is key. And I always think about the weakest link, and then I try to augment it, try to make certain that weak link isn't.
Watch the law rocket, boys.
All right, so I'm walking out after we just got shot with a law rocket. What a way to go!
Front left.
But what I'm thinking is this: we got what 25 yards to spawn. Screw it. Go back to the Chinook, and let them keep popping it with law rockets until they run out. Because this is a problem. You know, the white team doesn't have any law rockets.
We were in the Chinook, got taken out by law.
So that's, you know...
If somebody takes out that law, let us know, because we just put one more in the Chinook.
And that's just a lousy thing that happens in terms of playing for the neutral team. You don't get the same field balance as other teams.
Coming from? The other Chinook?
Well, having said that, you know, teams get unbalanced because we get to help them. But in this case, on this weekend, there were significantly more red than blue.
Far side Chinook is bogeys.
And even with us, the white team, teaming up with blue, it just wasn't enough to really combat the full force of red.
Hey, you want to take a law rocket on that Chinook? Fine. You want to put a law rocket on that second Chinook? Yeah, let's go. Let's come on over here.
So I thought he had a law rocket when in fact he did not. He had just
we're bringing in a law to take out that second Chinook, guys.
He just had a first strike, which is probably as good as it was going to be anyway. If he could take shots on whoever was shooting that other law rocket, that would be great.
Run over to him, and all you got to do is step out to your right, and you'll have a free shot on him. But
so,
take cover behind him first.
So what I'm saying is get across this little glade here, and then he could step out to the right and have a lane on that other Chinook.
I'm just dead. Second Chinook, you can step out as far as you need to. You want cover fire?
So inevitably we decide, you know what, the best way to do this is just to take this objective away from the red team. And we do. We, as the white team supporting blue, inevitably just gang tackle this two-story building. We're going to get to that in part 2. That's going to be
need a better
a
shot
more
than
exciting
this shit.
video. I think the purpose of this video here was so that you, as a viewer, could get a perspective on the game and kind of get a feel for the lay of the land here.
We keep reloading this fucker.
And to prove that I am not perfect, that I am stubborn, not giving up this Chinook yet. And of course, I am telling my teammates to keep an eye on the Legoland guys approaching from the left while we're shooting at planes to the right.
Hit the Corvair plane, at the small plane. Small plane, small plane. Oh, there he is. Get him, John. I found him.
Now, where OXCC got these planes and these boats on in these Chinooks, I can't really say. I know the old owner, Rick Carver, did a great job of facilitating the addition of these.
First strike. If you got a first strike, you can shoot through this window in the top window. Where at? Right here.
So this is John, I believe, from Defiant. These guys from Defiant were balls to the wall all day long. Good teammates to have. If you ever have a need as a general on a scenario team and you're looking to recruit teams, I highly suggest recruiting Team Defiant, or as they have on their shirts, Defiance. And here we're going to finally just decide that's it. We're taking this two-story building. And I believe that was Killian Lee talking to me about taking the building.
Who wants to do a group tackle on the building? I'm in. Who's taking point? I'll take point.
All right, so Killian, he's volunteered as cannon fodder like I have.
I'm gonna be out.
So essentially, we understand that as we're laying paint and we run ahead of everybody else, we're going to be the guys who take the shots, and the rest of the team hopefully will be able to get up on the building. And thankfully, it plays out that way, and you'll get to see that here. All right, so as we get to the end of this video here, I just want you to know there's a lot of great 360 video. I kind of, as I always do, kind of start off slow, kind of giving everybody a feel for the fields. But I assure you, these 360 videos are great. They are so truly immersive, and I've learned over time, as you can probably tell, to keep my damn head still so that you, the viewer, can do the turning as opposed to me looking around and screwing up your perspective. It's one of those things where, you know, when you're shooting moving 360, you got to learn. And this is where we come to an end here. So I hope you're sticking around for part 2 because it's a good one. You're going to see it right out of the gate with us rushing that building up there that you see me shooting at now. Let's get to it.
It's too much for any man.